Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video. Don't panic, we are not on our way to a train station for once, but we are in Chris's car that somebody's reached out. Got a Volkswagen Caddy for sale. Not probably, it's a little van. They're still quite popular, and we know we've done quite a lot of vans lately, but we've done all right out of the vans, haven't we? And the thing is, every van we have sold, we probably could have sold it 5 times over. So, you know, we're constantly on the lookout for salvage down at Copart. We've probably not been as active lately because we've been cracking on with that Fiesta. Want to get some more work done on the RS Turbo, but it is still quite scarce down there. There is a few bits coming up. The prices are coming back to reality, but for the meantime, I just said to Chris, I reckon there's a day's money in it. I've been sent a couple of pictures. I said, we've got nothing to lose. Let's just head there, have a look at it. Looks quite a nice thing, and see how we get on with it. And hopefully, on my way, buy it and have a few pounds out of it. Was there anything else to add to that?
Well, it has got engine management.
Ah, yes, it has got an engine management light, but he has assured me, he said, it doesn't affect the way it drives. It isn't something that he's looked into. He said, I haven't got a computer. It's never affected the way it's driven. It's been on for a few weeks, so he's continued to use it. So we get there anyway, and we'll see how we get on. But really, I should have bought the diagnostic machine, but hey ho. Let's go and have a look, see how we get on. We've punched the reg in, it's come up, Volkswagen Caddy. Mileage okay, theft okay, accidents okay, never been private hire. Was manufactured 2nd of the 12th 2010, had maintenance the 1st 2011, and was registered in the United Kingdom on the 1st 2011. So that's a 60 reg, this one, but yet it's a 2011 vehicle. Ownership change 10th 2011, was inspected, that's an MOT test, its first one 2014, windscreen has damage, again there 15, again 16. All the MOTs there with all of the advisories that have been on that car throughout its life. Quite a lot there on its most recent one in 2021. Engine management light and electric stability control and various other little faults. Everything else on there seems to be okay. On the mileage graph there, everything's going in the right direction, and it doesn't look like that's ever been tampered with in any way, shape or form. A little bit further down on the check, you've got all of these countries here that this check was performed in, and that is just a few. A little bit further down there, you've got the date of manufacture and then specs and equipment. There's quite a lot on this check. Also, right at the bottom, there's this handy checklist of 9 things that you should check when purchasing a vehicle, just to make sure that there's no faults or hidden faults with it. Just a few checks there, like check all fluid levels under the bonnet, be aware of head gasket failure, check the colour of smoke, etc. Well, that all checks out okay, so I think we'll go for that one, as long as it all adds up when we get there. I will just show you a quick example of what one would look like if there was an issue. So today, as an example, we're going to use our Ford Fiesta. And you can see there, mileage okay, theft okay, accidents. It is clearly highlighted in all of these checks in amber right at the top of the page before you even go any further down. When you do scroll a bit further down the check, it does actually give you the date in which the vehicle was recorded as accident damaged. So there we've got, a little bit further down, record found 13th of the 8th 2019. I want to thank Car Vertical once again for the continued support on the channel. To benefit from a 10% discount on your check, use the link in the description. Electric cables don't sound good, do they? Yeah. Guys, we've just arrived outside well, he's actually at work. We're outside a large haulage yard, and this is the van here. Oh, it's a bloody wasp. Quite tricked out. Got big, are they like Golf R wheels on it? All colour coded, all the black grills.
All adjustable suspension.
Is it? I am just looking inside. It has only got wind up windows. And the key. Guys, like I said, the guy's at work, So he has left us the key. It is clean and tidy. It's not been used as a van, has it?
Straight, yeah.
It is straight. It all checks out. I'll take it for a drive. If it drives all right, we'll buy it. It's worth the money, innit? There's a day's money in it. He did say that the engine light was on it, so it's got the screen in it there. Let's take it for a drive, and if it drives all right, I think we'll have a go at it. Are they adjustable as well?
It's got all the leaf springs on it.
Is it?
Yeah, look.
See if you can get it down there.
All brand new.
Yeah.
Look.
Rear hangers. It's obviously been
Lowered, yeah.
And the tyres look brand new.
And the wheels, don't they?
Yeah, they're unmarked. Let's take it for a run. I mean, this has got to be good news for someone that wants a bit of a pimped out van, isn't it? Take it for a run and hopefully we'll buy it. Guys, we bought it. No beating around the bush. He wanted $3,000 for it. I bid him $2,500 for it. I drove it up the road. It drives fine. It's not holding back. We've come in here. It's definitely worth that sort of money, isn't it? And I mean, we're not going to be greedy with it. We're just going to try and have a day's money out of it.
Can you show this?
Chris has plugged it in. Yeah. What's it come up with,
4
mate?
faults.
Click OK. I might need to do a rescan, but you just briefly read it.
There you go.
Right, what's it say?
Fuel temperature sensor A, circuit high.
Yeah.
Mass or volume airflow sensor A, circuit high. Fuel rail system pressure low. Fuel pressure regulate. See, they could be historic and it's just been run out of fuel.
Best thing to do, mate.
That flags up that number when they run out of fuel.
Right.
So we're going to have to clear those.
Clear them, and then I'll just take it for another run.
Rescan.
And if the light comes back on, and then we'll do a rescan on it. But I guess, well, it's not a guess. We know from previous experience, a lot of these codes could be historic. Some of them are related to others. So just off the bat, what we will do is actually clear all of those codes. Chris is clearing them now. And then I will drive the van, and I'll try and drive it quite hard to get that light to come back on if it's going to come on.
Do you want to show that?
No fault codes. So if you did a rescan now, we'd have to turn the ignition off, turn it back on. Chris will do a rescan. I'm quietly confident none of them are actually come back up, but we'll see how we get on, and we'll actually take it for a good hard run and see if that does come back on. I've just took it for a quick drive, guys. Really did drive it quite hard as well, and engine light goes straight out. I did plug it in and I've scanned it again, and the only thing that has come up, which I believe is quite common on these, you're not going to get rid of it, is radio code. That's been changed. You can see it's new and it's got everything on it, sat nav, etc, etc. It's got CarPlay on it. It's got the lead on there for an iPhone. So I don't think you're going to be able to do anything about that fault with the radio, but none of the other faults have come back on. So I guess time is going to tell. Did I take it far enough? I've only been probably a mile in it, so we'll we'll see how we get on with it. But apart from that, what a lovely little van. Drives quite nice as well, considering it's been really lowered. Guys, this is really funny. This is the bit. I bet some of you have been screaming this out since the front of this video. Does anyone recognise that? Because Chris just said to me, what did you say? I really recognise that number plate.
Familiar.
It looked familiar. To be honest with you, I didn't actually give it a second thought. Guys, we've owned this van before. We actually put this in another video.
Yeah, it was only brief though.
It was briefly. This actually come out of that fleet company. Do you know what? I'm going to include some pictures right now. As you can see, we actually picked this up off of that fleet company and it looked nothing like this. Nothing like this at all. And we actually sold this to a car trader for £3,000. Now, I'm not sure what the chap did pay for it. He's obviously bought it off of that trader, but he certainly spent a lot of money on it, hasn't he? Someone has, because it certainly, as you can see from those pictures, did not have those bumpers on it. It did not have those wheels. It wasn't lowered. It didn't have any of this on it, and it certainly didn't have that radio in it. It has made a nice improvement to it, definitely, but that is unbelievable. You can see. Does that look different to you?
It's had a bit of paint,
it's had the bonnet painted, yeah, and not the wing, but that's been mopped. Yeah. Do you think they're the original mouldings, aren't they? Yeah, they're new. Yeah. But is that the original bumper?
No, I don't think so.
Guys, let us know. Is that an original bumper been painted? Actually, we could probably get.
It wouldn't have colour coded, would it?
No, that's been painted. I think that's the original. I'm gonna have to go back and look at them pictures myself. That grille could even be original. It could have just been painted. In fact, put your finger in there, feel the back of it where the paint ain't got it. Yeah. That's the original grille. Absolutely. It did have a private number plate on it, and he's taken that off. Oh, honestly, that's really, really.
I suppose it has to happen eventually. You handle enough cars.
That's really tickled me, though. Do you know what? Because it was literally, we picked it up, we didn't even wash it.
No.
I traded that to Lewis.
Yeah.
And
the same day.
Yeah.
Same
and he's obviously sold it on. And
I don't think we even unloaded it off the truck, that one.
No, we didn't. No,
I'd have to watch the video back.
Yeah, I will. That's honestly, that is absolutely unbelievable. Same van, guys. What do you think about that? Put it in the comment section down below. Chris actually said, Rob, it had to happen at some point. So it's getting a bit confusing, because I remember saying that we had to have 500 quid profit out of this van in the last video. I can't remember. Guess what, Chris? We need 500 quid again.
Be nice, wouldn't it?
It will be nice. We sold this for £3,000.
I'm just going back through the videos. I can't.
We paid 2.5 for it. We sold it for £3,000. We've just bought it back, where it's been drastically improved for
less money,
for £2,500, and now we're going to sell it for £3,000 again. Yeah, that is the
4 months ago.
Yeah, that's the one I screenshotted the pictures out of. Chris actually said, Rob, this had to happen eventually. We had to get a car back. Again, it has got a couple of little marks in it. They're not marks. It's got a dent in the door here. I don't know if that was in there when we first bought it, but I don't think these was in there either. New spoiler, yeah, that weren't on it, definitely. In fact,
them bumpers look deeper to
you messed around with this door as well. It wouldn't open. You popped all that off and adjusted the catch.
That's right.
I don't think these was in there. Guys, sorry, I am waffling on a bit, but I genuinely can't believe it. Let's get it washed and get it up for sale again. It's really funny how things work out, because if the company would have reached out to me and offered me this van, got that camera, sorry guys, and that company offered me this van in this state, I'd have been all over it. But obviously it didn't look nothing like this. That quick little wash and clean just makes it look even better. Such a nice little van. I will say in a minute, let's go inside and crunch the numbers, but there ain't really much to crunch. I will tell you what we want for it. The only marks I've noticed on it is that one there in the door. And I've just noticed there's a little tiny one there as well. Apart from that, it hasn't got a mark on it. Really, really nice, tidy, up together little van. I'll just show you the inside. They did do that as well. You can valet the seats if you want. 182,631. Has just had cam belt, water pump and glow plugs done as well. So all in all, lovely little van. Let's go in the workshop, tell you how much we want for it. Guys, how funny is that? Probably not the best video in the world, but we've just been sitting here having a chat and we just keep laughing about it, don't we? Yes, in the past, we have bought vehicles back. I've bought vehicles back. I've took vehicles in part exchange 3 years after I've sold them to someone. But we both just agreed that's never happened before. We've actually purchased a vehicle and didn't even know that it was a vehicle that we previously owned. And also, what was quite funny, I've got a text message on my phone which I sent out randomly to 3 car traders to offer them that van. I've just found the chap I sold it to, and I actually said to him, it's a 2010 60 reg Volkswagen Caddy, and guess what guys, it's a 2011. So it's got a year newer since we last owned it, and that was 4 or 5 months ago. So we give 2.5 grand for that van. It wasn't far to go, and the only reason, I mean, he spent a good few quid on it, that guy, ain't he? The only reason he's actually selling it is because he wanted a bit of a modded sort of nice day van. He said it's just too small. So he's actually upgraded to a larger van, and that one's surplus to requirement. So we just spent 20 quid having it valeted. And we're going to ask the same again for it. It's ready to go. We're not going to do another thing to it. It's got a 1/4 tank of diesel. It's just recently had cam belt, water pump, not diesel injectors, glow plugs. So all the service is up to date on it, and we're going to let that go for 3 grand again. So nicking just shy of £500 out of it, and I don't think we're going to have any problem selling that one. In fact, I'm going to list it. I won't list it tonight on Instagram because I'll be doing the comments on this video, and it is too much to keep doing. So I'll list that tomorrow. Be all right tomorrow, won't it? I'll list that tomorrow night. And of course, guys, if you are interested, just drop me a message on Instagram once the post goes live saying, I'm interested, Rob, and your contact number. That's it. You can come and have a look. If you're happy with it, you can buy it. If you're not, you know, we'll move to the next person. But it is a nice little van, and it's got all them bits on it. What I will say is that screen is fitted in there. It's all plumbed in. Everything's working, but the radio doesn't work. It's just squelching. So the aerial's obviously different, the connector. And also, there is a brand new reverse camera in there. And when you put the car in reverse, it just comes up no signal. And you can see it's all rolled up. It's just not been plumbed in. So that's going to want doing. But let us know what you think of the little video. I'm sure this is one we're going to be talking about for years to come. We're going to leave it there today, guys. The link for everything is in the description down below. Car Vertical, Instagram, merchandise, etc. Share on all your social networking sites. And we'll see you soon in the next one.